Hello everybody. Um, had a few issues with the computer recording this video for a second time. Retrogrades, right? All the energy feels like the retrogrades that comes in, making Mercury retrograde feels like nothing. And there is a lot of things that goes on, which is kind of like coming in from what happened into the last year when the Uranus was retrograde. That was the retrograde in Aries. Why does it feel all that energy? Why does it feel everything like this on it? I will explain to you in a few minutes. First of all, I'm beginning to heal a little better. This part of my lip, pretty much it's healed like 80%. Um, so thank you everybody for what you guys doing for me. Thank you so much. The second thing I want to talk to you, it's like we're going to have an event here in Aurora, Illinois, which is Chicago. Pretty much, it's like 40 miles from Chicago, but it's in the Chicagoland area into it. And those are the dates here. That's 15, 16, 17. If you want to know more about the event, you can go to my YouTube channel, the page, and there is a Facebook link. You can go there, you can click, and the events, you're gonna find the event and the information, everything about the event. The news about the event is that we are going to have Kelly McKinstry. She's gonna be the one of the facilitators with me. She did some great job in the workshop at Canada, and we're gonna be combined forces with her and together with Relationship Reinvented, and we are going to have a great time. You're gonna be having incredible parts about the event. The event is designed to help you because you submitting the questions, the personal questions that are related to you. You can relate it to people who are like you. You're gonna be feeling at home because everybody pretty much there is gonna be understand who you are, what you went through it, what's going on, and why those events they're very very good for. They're designed to help the people. They're not designed for anything else but to help the people. So let's go into the video. Why do we feel all the retrograde energy so crazy? Well, if you look at it here at the chart, kind of like a self-explanatory. Um, Uranus have a retrograde through the all kind of like this group, basically to the Sun and Mars, but it's still affecting Mercury, and he's still affecting Venus. Into another side is the retrograde Neptune, who is opposing all those four. It's like, no, you don't have the right visions. You have to listen to your soul. You don't listen to your soul, whatever you want, it's not gonna happen. It has to happen through Saturn. Saturn, it's also retrograde to all those four. So is a retrograde Pluto. It's also providing those energies. We're talking about four big planets. It's affecting all this stellium here into a Virgo as a healing. You to look at it in the past. You to go ahead and apologize. I made a post on a Facebook. If you're also on a Facebook, you can go ahead and look at it. It's in two languages. It's in English and Spanish into it. That's what this is. You to understand what you did wrong, and you can apologize, but you have to apologize first to yourself. If you don't apologize first to yourself, you're never gonna figure out what you did wrong. You did wrong to yourself. In order for you to have the power to apologize to someone, you have to understand what the power of apology is into it. And this is the part of the big healing that goes on here in Virgo. The energies are crazy. Yes, they are. People who think that they should have to grow materialistically, they should have to express their ego, they should have to grow by stepping up of other people, and they are hold on to a family, they hold on to a career, they hold on to something that it doesn't really matter. It's dying, it's going away. Those are going to be the negative aspects of those energies, because Jupiter, who is direct right now at Sagittarius, is like, I'm going to move forward, like it or not, whatever you want to do. The universe has more power. And a lot of the people, they trying to move something, to do something, and they feel tired, they feel powerless, they feel like everything that goes on, it's like, I don't know, I feel like not doing nothing. Yes, you're not supposed to do nothing. You're supposed to allow those energies to go ahead and do what they're supposed to doing. Okay, because when you fight, you put your ego, you put your things that you want, not according to the universe. Guess what? They don't work out anyway. Sooner or later you will find out. You're in the wrong relationship, you will understand you are in the wrong relationship. You are not in the right position, in the right job, the right place. Guess what? You will find that out. Universe will rearrange the scene of life. The things that you did 5, 6 years ago of work, now you have to perform. Uranus is in Taurus. That is an earth sign. That represents the second year, the 14th year, and that represents also the 26th year of your life, so is the 30th eight. If you look at it, why do we all attach to the astrology? Astrology is coming from two words, astro and logos, which is logic. And what happening is, over the ages, the ancient astrologers, they figured out that the magnetic field from the planets affecting us, because we also, in a way, we are like a certain magnet. But if you take a look at it, our solar system is in the Milky Way. So we get in more energy from the Milky Way coming into the solar system, and the way the solar system and the planet is affecting us. Some of you maybe don't like that part of astrology. Nobody doesn't like it, but guess what? It is what it is. Deal with it. What happened though? It's that in the past 5, 6 years, we had Uranus coming into Aries. That was the year one. That is the main things that you learn into it. When he was a retrograde, you learn the things about soul, and that's why a lot of the people had so much awakening in the past 6 years. A lot of the people got enough of dealing of the things that there were no truth, and that's why a lot of people got awakened. They learned to trust, to surrender, to let go. The question it is, do you did all that inner work into? A lot of the people, they didn't, and right now they feel lost. Why? Because they lost the connections within the soul, which is, I'm going to be talking in another video tonight into it. There was a very good question submitted to me, and I'm going to be making the video. That's going to be very powerful, so you can understand why your twin flame feels lost. So what happened in the last year? That was actually this year, but in January, but the last year we had Uranus, who was a retrograde, and he was here. Right now he's right here. And that energies representing of everything that goes on, it's affecting us. We had a pretty much a stellium and Capricorn. Professionally wise, you to go ahead and choose your profession, or you have the profession by destiny. And a lot of the people had some issue of what they need to do. They had to balance their spiritual life with their professional life, the way it is. Now we have this pretty much 4 planets, but they're in Virgo. Earth, Capricorn, it's Earth, it's a cardinal. This here, it's Earth. Uranus is in Earth. Why is that? You have to perform. Right now, Uranus is teaching us it's time to you to perform your spirituality to affect people's life. If you see this, Saturn and Pluto, they're still in Capricorn. They're gonna dancing forward, back into. So is Uranus is gonna be dancing here. And as you see it, this trine here in the earth signs, it's talking about actions of soul that you have to be able to change the things on earth. That is a very great energy when you have to really perform the trust, the surrender, and let go. Those are the 3 things you need in life for you to go ahead and be happy. If you're happy on your own, you're happy by yourself, you're going to be learning to make other people happy. Happiness begins with you. If you have a happiness because you're depending on someone to make you happy, this is like I'm trying to get myself healing depending on the medicine. Well, but the medicine can help me just not to feel pain, but I still have to stretch my skin, which is the actions, the performance. And this is the part we need now. It's your action, is your performance. This is why we do this spiritual events for it. So people can come in and they can have some actions. We're looking for people who to be the next facilitators, people who to come out of the shadow, people who to stop being a secret agents as the twin flames, but they to go and perform. And this is why this energy is crazy like this. Because it tells you, come on, you have to move on. Come on, surrender your fight, surrender your hiding. Go do the right things, go do the right actions. And if you don't do the right actions, you're doing the wrong actions, so all of a sudden there is no power for you to do the wrong actions. Why? It's the power of restrictions that comes in from Saturn. This is going to be for a while. Saturn, he will move direct at some point, so is Pluto. The thing it is about they're going to be there in a Capricorn. That means that they're going to be working on you to make those cardinal changes as a Capricorn energy over you. You to go ahead and be what you have to be. You to go ahead and evolve. You go ahead and perform. Your actions matter. Why? Because you're serving others. You do the others first before yourself. So be careful with those retrograde energies. Don't go against them, because if you go against them, the wrong visions, the wrong information, the wrong stuff, they will affect your life in the wrong way. And that's why if you're so much attached into your twin, if you're so much depending on it, if you so much let the things to happening on their own, don't force anything. Forcing someone to love you, it's not the right thing. They have to find the truth for themselves. And this is the struggles that a lot of the people will have. It's when they go to these stages, it's the hard part of let go into. To remind you, the 3 stages are trust, surrender, and let go. I post those quotes on Facebook as well. Let me read you this quote. Is from Carolyn Meath. The moment you come to trust chaos, you see God clearly. Chaos, organized chaos. You see this part of, we are in a chaos right now, but somehow that chaos, it's organized. It's not like, it's orchestrated. It's not like a bunch of electrons just moving randomly. They don't move randomly. They move on the base of the magnetic fields that goes around. And this is how the elements are created. Change is divine order. versus human order. So that's what I was just talking to you about. To see it in the chart, the astrology chart, it is about what do you want. Between what do you want and what do you need, it's two different things. And sometimes what you want, you have to let it go in order you to get what you need into. When the chaos becomes safety to you, then you know you are seeing God clearly. So when you get yourself trust, which is talking about in the religious trust to God, you go ahead and don't have worries. You find that inner peace inside of you that it's gonna help you to go and to navigate through those retrograde times into. If you haven't learned it in the past 5 years, there's nobody can help you. You have to go ahead and train yourself. If you want to search at my channel, you just type the trust or you surrender or let go. You're gonna see all the videos there. I hope they're gonna help you out. When you surrender, when you give freedom to someone, you have given the greatest gift, and love comes rushing towards you. That's the freedom. You go ahead and give that power of you for the others. You don't anymore forcing the others. You just let it go. You do these parts from yourself. Nobody can do the inner work for you. Nobody. You're the one person who has to do that inner work on your own. Dependency of others, how they have to be reacting according you, for you, that is a dependency. The dependency does not give you love. It gives you something else, but not love. And when you let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. I just mentioned this again. It's different for you guys to see it. Hopefully, kind of like this video helps you out to navigate through this season, to help you to understand the things better and to look at it in a perspective of your own self. Do your inner work. And there's gonna be some two things that gonna be telling you if you do your inner work or not. The first one, it's anger. If you are angry, if you are not in the right place, you're acting on a part of the ego. Your things, your point of views doesn't happen. The other thing is going to be internal peace. That is the time which you don't have the worries of what will happen. That is going to be the part of this organized chaos. It's going to come in and everything magically it's organized, orchestrate. And you don't have the control of things. If you think you're controlling the things, good luck to you. And I'm gonna be finished with it. Trust, surrender, let it go, your soul to lead you. Because your soul is love. Be love.